burning sensation on my skin has increased. They've also been doing that itch thing on me a lot, particularly on my lower back, or actually on like the top part of my, like basically right at the top of my butt crack, which I love to attack with the side of it. They keep like doing this thing and it makes it itch. I think they're also making Max itch because he doesn't have fleas and keeps scratching his ears, and he doesn't have ear mites. And they've done this before, and I felt a beam over on him sometimes, but I don't know if they're just moving the beam onto my hand because, I'm trying to be rational, and not too paranoid. But I know that they fuck with Max. I know. I can tell him that he tosses and turns sometimes in a way that's not like a dog normally tosses and turns. I can tell when he's uncomfortable. I can tell when he's in pain or discomfort. And he's some nights he goes through the same stuff that I go through, and not just because I'm going through with it and moving around, making him move around, but they won't shut the fuck up and they're irritating the fuck out of me. It's like, it's a fucking nightmare. And it's not schizophrenia. And the people that keep thinking it's schizophrenia, I know that you're just trolls saying that, just to try to, or saying I've had or whatever. It's neither of those. I'm sober and sane. I'm not using anything. I'm not on anything. I wish, but, well, not with them around. But not with them still doing this. You don't get schizophrenia at age 41. You don't get it. You don't get it at 41. It's not from drug use. It can't come from any drug use because I wasn't doing any drugs to the level that could cause anything like that. And it's questionable whether or not that's even possible. But it's certainly not in any way by any usage that I used. That's just an easy thing to go to. Oh, you've used meth in the past. Oh, well, then it can cause like anything in the world that we can think of, and it can give you powers of ESP and power and sight beyond sight. To predict the future and sight beyond sight. Like, you guys keep ignoring the basic fucking things that I keep telling you. They told me a month after they sort of made themselves known to me, and they were already in my life for 3 years before that. They're the reason why Bernie went crazy, and they're the reason why George went crazy. George went crazy and thought I was talking behind his back. He heard me talking behind his back about him when I was not. He heard my voice. They have a soundboard. I've told you, I hear George's voice now all the time. I hear Dad's voice all the time, talking horrible things sometimes. Talking some horrible shit. They have a soundboard. They can do that. I've mentioned that to you. Other people that moved into the house, they thought people were plotting and plotting behind their back too. Like, this is an epidemic, okay? Almost every single person that came to that house, and there's other people that came to the house. One guy came that visited the house once or twice. I talked to him, and he was like, he started hearing voices, and he's not schizophrenic. He moved away, it stopped. He moved away to Ohio or Indiana, and it stopped. But when he was here, he would hear voices, and he's as honest as me, and he's as like, he doesn't hurt people, doesn't steal from people. He's a good person. He has strong ethics, a strong moral code. And he said he was hearing people telling him, whispering to him to tell him to break into houses. It's fucking unbelievable. This is an epidemic and no one's doing anything about it. And I'm sitting here suffering while they keep teasing me and keep teasing me and keep teasing me. And they keep telling me that you guys know. And if you guys are looking into it, tell me and don't keep me in the dark. I told you to keep me in the dark at first, but it's like enough now. If you believe me, tell me you believe me. And I don't mean tell me you believe me and then don't do anything about it like Tom did, or tell me you believe me when you really don't believe me. I mean, if you believe me, tell me you believe me and get me the fuck out of here. I want to get on a fucking plane and I want to go to like Chicago or like Fort Lauderdale, or I want to get the fuck out of here. And I know no one's going to watch this anyway. Dad's not going to fucking watch this anyway because he doesn't subscribe to my fucking channel or watch my fucking videos like I tell him to. And he's going to look at this and he's going to stop the video because this is going to piss him off because I'm offending him when he's like been so offensive and so hurtful to me and so wrong about things, like very wrong about things, and so stuck in the mud about all these things and all this misinformation that he has. He remembers all these things wrong because Dad, you remember all these things wrong. You didn't live through it. I did. Alan went fucking crazy, blasted a speaker outside my door. I was being quiet. And right after he called the police and they left because there was nothing to do. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I had not threatened to kill myself. I have never threatened to kill myself. I'm not suicidal. I don't believe in an afterlife. So that's why I don't want to, like, that's why I would never do that, because I don't want to not exist anymore. Okay? So, like, period. Like, get that out of your fucking system. I have mentioned in the past about how they try to drive people to do that. And like some gang stalkers do that. It's like just like online bullies. There's people that are online bullies that have gotten people kill themselves through Facebook by their bullying, explicit bullying, to tell them to do that. Not anonymously either. These people are anonymous. They're like online bullies and trolls, and they are the police, and they're protected by the police. They have riot control devices that can cause every single fucking symptom that I'm mentioning, Dad. And I know if you even made it this far, you're still going to be all mad. You're going to get all defensive. You need to stop getting defensive. When I get angry, I have a right to be angry, because I'm the nicest, most laid back, most friendly, simple-minded person. Even though I can digest complex problems, I can simple, laid back. I don't hurt people. I draw my verse. I don't seek attention. I don't mind attention. I certainly don't like the bad attention, but like, I don't seek drama out. I don't like drama. This is me normally. I don't normally act like this. I'm not normally this upset. They're hitting my chest right now, and they're annoying the fuck out of me. I've been tortured for days. I think I'm allowed to have a mild, outburst, like it's a bad thing. Like, I'm being tortured daily. I'm being terrorized daily by people, literally, physically, and sexually assaulting me. And it's like, and then like I lose my room, and you go off on me. And it's like, why the fuck are you not calling Alan and asking for your fucking rent back, or suing him? Why are you not helping me get the police footage for that? Because there was absolutely no reason for them to cuff me and drag me out of the bedroom, and to do certain things that happened in the one before that when I got kicked out, which you shouldn't kick people out in a day. Like, why are you even like, how are you even on his side in that anyway? Like, why are you like, why don't you just say, well, we'll look for, like, if you're so fucking like uptight about like I don't want you to pay over $400 a month or a week for a hotel room. I don't want to be in this hotel. I fucking hate this hotel. And different locations are not going to matter. Which, by the way, if you add in the pet fee, it's not going to really be cheaper going to another location. It might be like $20 cheaper or something like that. Like I don't want to be here either. You're acting like I did something wrong. You're putting all this pressure on me. Okay? You did something wrong when you didn't back me up. And when I got taken to the hospital or whatever, and you didn't ask Alan what happened. And if whatever he told you happened, he lied. Because if he told you the truth, which I told you the truth, and I did a video for it, and you haven't responded to it, and you haven't treated me like a human being. You've treated me like shit, and you've treated me like I've done something wrong. I've done nothing wrong. I missed a fucking appointment. Whatever. With this shit, it drives me crazy, and you do miss appointments. And I thought it was going to be over anyway, because my social security letters, and you're like, well, that's being paranoid. Yeah, that's being paranoid a little bit, but it was a paranoid in a good way. I thought it was over in a good way. I wasn't like, oh my God, they're out to get me. I thought, oh, hey, that's a hint that it's about to be over, that you guys are looking into it. Because like they changed the name, the Dear So-and-so. That's a mail merge, Dad. You know that while they have the capability to go in and probably type letters, those are all form letters that get spit out. I even talked to the lady. She said she wouldn't normally change the Dear So-and-so. So someone else did it, or she did it, or whatever, and doesn't remember why. But like, and then like Janet, I sent an email out to like some old workers, and then Janet's like, I'd say, hey guys, here's what I'm going through. Like, you know, I'm having a hard time with this. Like, can you look at the videos? Can you like spread the word? Can you like, I need help on this. And then Janet responds, thanks, Steve. And that was around the same time the other heading got done. And she's like, I'm not Steve, for one thing. That was a response to my thing. I'm like, who's she talking to? And you're like, well, these are small things. They're not small things. All this weird shit's happening to me. The nurse stabbed me in the doctor's office, and you keep blowing it off. You accuse me of being an emaciated meth head, which I was not. And you won't apologize for having the wrong image of me. That's why I didn't like visit you when you